guess what? That's right. It turns out we were right all along. Good to see everybody. Welcome back to the real crypto world where things aren't so glum all the time. I hope everyone enjoyed your time to be sad and somberful and sorrowful. That shit's over. For real though, hey look, I had this thumbnail made for about 2 weeks waiting on this to happen. And finally, it happened. So, boy, is there ever a time to start talking about things and what's happening for the future. Is there ever a better time than now? No, there is not. I was almost going to do this stream last night. So you guys know, I didn't exactly have a great schedule yesterday. I didn't get back home from the flight till 10:30. Or I got home, I landed at 10:30. Then I had to drive all the way home from Charlotte. It's like an hour and some change. And by the time I got home, it had already breached all-time high one time. That being said, we'll talk a little bit about more about it here. Nonetheless, I hope everyone's happy. We don't do streams like this in the afternoons, and this is not going to be a conventional stream. I want to sit here and talk to every single one of y'all. I want everybody's take. We'll get to that in a second. But first, welcome to Crypto Before Dark. I just don't have the thing pulled up. Here we go. I think I got it. Hang on. That one's Before Dark. Do I have an After Dark one? I forget what the After Dark one is. No, I don't have it anymore. I used to have the Crypto Before Dark one, but I stopped doing it because we didn't do the Crypto Before Dark streams anymore. We just did them in regular time. So I'm going to get me a drink ready. Everybody else get you a drink ready. And let's friggin' talk about it, shall we? And we shall. I'm heading to the case behind me. Had some camera troubles right before the stream started. Right before it. I pulled it up and that thing said EOS Web Utility. I've got to go through these steps of resetting everything every time something updates. It's hella frustrating. Whatever. That's just part of the gig whenever you got all this equipment in here running like this. There's always something. That's why a lot of people hire a tech guy to do that for them. But I ain't that. So let me get a drink. Tell me what you guys are going to drink today. You don't have to drink. But by God, it's a glorious, wonderful day here. We'll talk about all the targets here in a minute. Don't be asking me all kind of stupid shit unless you want some stupid answers. You can ask whatever you want, though. I'll be right back. I'm just going right here to get a drink. What we want to go with? How about we don't do... Tell you what, we don't do the Glimmer Range 15-year very often. But we're going to do it now. All right. So I got these sweet glasses from Ripple Van Winkle. He sells a set. It's got XRP on the glasses. I'm not my fingerprints off so it doesn't look bad. Sorry. XRP... Get behind it. There you go. Focus. XRP whiskey glasses. Right. I got the whole set sitting back there on that table right there, as well as leftover Halloween candy. Sorry. And a couple other boxes because I'm hiding Christmas presents in here. So, hey man, family first. Nonetheless, Glimmer Range. Aged 15 years, and that was before I bought it, which was in 2022, so it's 17 years now. Shall we have a drink? And we shall. I don't have any whiskey. I like ice generally. I don't have any. I could go get some real quick. Let me go do that real fast. Let me go grab some ice real fast. I'll be right back. All right, so I don't have any cold balls like I normally do. I just didn't have them in the freezer. And someone got me these whiskey bullets that you freeze also. They're not real bullets, but they look like they are. And you freeze them, do the same thing. They're too cool for me to use. So I got some new ones. These are little stones that come in the thing that Ripple Van Winkle has. Little ice cubes. They're granite, I think. Someone dropped them heifers in there. Should have put them in there first, but hey. Details. There we go. Toast to everyone. I'll be the first. I don't care. I'm sipping on this because this should knock you down. All right. I'm just gonna let you know in case you've never done anything like this before. It will knock you down. Already made the mistake of going too hard on this one time. I'm not making that mistake again. Cheers, everyone. It's been a hella long ride. It's been a long ass ride, ain't it? It was bumpy and rocky and frustrating. I was here with you. I understand. It sucked the whole time. It isn't like I wasn't here with you, all right? I saw my portfolio go all the way up over 300,000 and then come all the way back down to 175, 180, 200. I watched all that go up and down. That's a big jump, yeah? I can't be perfect. No one can. But that's the point. That's the point. That's why we keep trying, why we keep learning. We're never perfect at this. We only aim to be better. We're getting better. We're doing better, and we're going to keep doing better. We're a little family here. That's how it is. We have our Discord. You know what the deal is on the Discord. Let it zoom in. wap.com/team786. We have some spots open, but not many. Better get in while you can, because I don't do too many of these streams like this off cuff anymore unless they're over in the Discord. We only do our typical one stream like we normally do, right? So nonetheless, shout out to everybody. I appreciate everybody. Seriously, dude, all this shit's crazy to me that we're here even doing this. And here we are. Have a drink. Oh, yeah. That's rocket fuel. It's strong, but it's got really good taste. You get some almond, vanilla, caramel. It's really good. It's strong but good, right? Y'all go hit like. 43 people, 16 likes. Bro, what y'all doing? Go hit the like button. We're going to sit here and talk about charts and chop it up. We'll do this as long as you guys want. I really don't care. This ain't one of them things where, oh my God, let's go look at every single chart. Not necessary, but we can talk about some things. And let me pop the chat out for everybody. In case you don't know why I say pop the chat out, because that's what YouTube calls it. For me to get the chat on the stream, I have to do what's called a pop-out menu. And the pop-out menu brings up the stream. And I don't want to do the stream. I just want to do the chat. So I have to select the chat. I have to set it up so OBS Studio can see it, etc. Plus, all this stuff going through a VPN is very difficult sometimes. And I think that's why I can't get Streamlabs to work right. What's up, Miss Brenda? How you doing? Stick, Ron Poteet. What's up, cousin Jeremy? Crypto Profits. Charts Can't Lie. Block Fella. Listening to background work. Couldn't miss this one. Good, bro. That's what I'm talking about. Jordan Paradise Music. What's up? Every day is a magic day. Wizard in attendance. Good to see you, bro. Raging Big, what's up, my guy? CL, what's up? Crew Chief, Brother Beal, opened options on MicroStrategy yesterday, 2 minutes before closing, and cashed them out this morning. Hey, Terry, look at your DMs and look at that property I sent you, bro. 4 acres. 4 acres. I'm just saying. I don't know. We can talk about it. I'm just saying. Peter Navarro, what's up, my guy? Granite, I can never say this. Garanakatan. Pretty close. Blueberry lemon green tea. Okay. Pinky up on that one, bro. Couldn't miss a stream. Good to see you, brother. XRP barely even moved. Yeah, but the glasses are dope. The glassware is lit. Look at that. You can see it. It says XRP right there. The glassware is lit. All right, let's see. Cowabunga Joe, that's right, bro. It's our time. That's not even bullshit. Miss BP, good to see you. It's exactly right. It's time. JW said, have a drink for me. Here you are, sir. Oh yeah. All right, some drones up 15% on Doge and SHIB as well. Absolutely, them drones up. Oh, I got you. I didn't know what you meant at first. That's pretty good. Yeah, we've been all over Doge. We talked about Doge so damn much, dude. What's up, Sam? Good to see you. Bill, Panda. Oh, hold up. Panda. You guys got good audio, by the way? Audio working good? I had just updated this crap right before the stream. I hate doing that. Let me know if the audio don't work right. Because shit's different over here on OBS Studio. And I don't like that right before, man. I don't like that right before. It's like a bad omen to start a stream and then you start messing with settings. All right. Got CME pulled up here. Oh, sweet. Thank you. Got CME pulled up. What is CME? We've talked about this a million times. Chicago Mercantile Exchange. It is my belief and the belief of many people in the 786 Assassins. It is my belief, the belief of many people in the 786 Assassins, and some of y'all out there who aren't part of our team yet, that this was all going to happen all along. Bitcoin has a mathematical cycle that can't be stopped while the laws of supply and demand fully matter here. There's still a timeline of events that has to happen, and the math cannot happen until said timeline is complete. Guess what? We're completing the timeline just as we hoped. Didn't come when I wanted it to. I wanted it to be faster, not slower. It's on the slow end of okay. Nonetheless, here we are poking our head above all-time high again. Now, is this a guarantee? Is this a guarantee that we're going to stay up here? No, it's not. Honestly, we need this to hold till Friday, and that's another couple days. I think it will. I think we're going to hold above that red line till Friday, which is all-time high. I had this red box drawn as resistance, blew right through it. It's possible that this thing comes down here and bounces first and then goes up, but nonetheless, we're going to breach all-time high for good here in the not too distant future. Weekly's too strong, got too much momentum here. It continues to make new highs over and over. Really, as long as this thing closes above 73,000 and some change, I'm good. All right, I wanted it to close above that level last week, and it didn't do it. That was a little bit of a ha-ha gotcha, right, by the market. I'm wish it would have been different, but it wasn't. But nonetheless, we're peeking our head above. I want to see it close up here, and when it closes, that's my bam, gotcha, we knew it situation moment. One step at a time, baby steps. The weekly momentum is something to be held at, right? I marked this red box here as election day because we knew something was going to happen right around here. Turns out we were right all along that the TA would lead the way, and that's exactly what happened. Looking out at the weekly, you never broke the 8 EMA. This thing never threw a sell signal. While it got a little wicky and funky, it never threw a sell signal. It took its sweet, precious, move like molasses ass time to get where it's going, but it's getting there. Can't argue, can't complain, just got to take what we can get on that one. Nonetheless, we've breached through short-term highs and all-time highs, which is double good. All right, double good. On the daily, while the election is happening, on the CME chart, never failed the 21 EMA. This is why I've harped on everyone about keeping an eye on this particular chart, watching the CME chart, because it's smoother, less jerky, the liquidity is a little bit smoother, and the chart comes out less choppy, more even, and a little bit easier to read. All right? Never broke the 21 EMA, which is perfect. That's what we wanted to see. If you look at the regular Bitcoin chart, it did, right? So, since we haven't broken the 821, we're fine. We're fine. Leave it be. Especially we didn't break the 50-day moving average, which is way the hell down here at 63,000. Didn't even come close to that, which would have been the absolute sell signal. By the way, while we're talking about moving averages and EMAs, as you see, all the EMAs are fine, 8s above the 21, and then we have 50, 100, 200 in the proper order from low to high. All right, perfect. There are no more tits crosses left here. What is a tits cross? Tits cross is when these moving averages cross each other and the price action comes back and checks on it while it happens. There are none of those left to do. This is free and clear to run. It's free and clear to run. You're going to see this 50 moving average roll up aggressively, as well as the 100. The 200 will take a little bit longer, but will also turn up. You're about to have for the next, let's see, November, December, January, February, maybe March, 4 to 5 months of up here. It won't be straight up, but it will be up and sideways. How do we know this? This is my job. That's how I know it. It's my job to know it. Are you kidding me? If I don't know this, none of you watch, and I don't have a job. It's pretty simple. Let me show you what I mean. I told you before I started this that I had to update everything, right? And I couldn't, so I had everything set up and ready, had all the charts clocked out, but it erases it and moves it around a little bit whenever I cut it off and turn it back on. So that's what I'm going to show you now. Here's my weekly look, and you can't see anything. So let me show you how I've been sizing this up so you can see what I'm talking about. All right. Right here in the middle is our current Bitcoin price action. I think you can all see that. I think we'd all agree that that is the current Bitcoin price action on the weekly. What I put on the left is 2020, or sorry, 2016. Having same time in the timeline in 2016 as in current times. So let me size it up a little bit. You can see I'm just trying to match the fibs here so that the price action is as similar as I can get it and the timeline is as similar as I can get it. And these fibs are mathematical, so I'm trying to use them as a mathematical waypoint, kind of like looking at a map and figuring out where you are at any one given time. There's 2016. Here's currently. Let me put 2020 over here on the right. Oh, I'm going to try to keep this as perfect as I can. It's you don't have to be exact. I'm just trying to be as perfect as possible for the example. All right, so I'm sizing up 2020 now. As you can see, all right, these are the 618 through 71 fibs. These three down here. Same thing for this one, 61 through 70, 68 through 71 fibs. Same right here, 68 through 71. What you'll see on 2016 and 2020 is we came up off of this level at this time in the cycle back then. All right, here's current. We are well above that already. Up above it at Sniper's Alley, which are the two red lines. As you see, it wasn't until much later we got to these red lines. It wasn't until just now in 2020 that we got to the red lines. We are well above that, above previous all-time high, above previous all-time high, above previous all-time high. As you can see, each cycle has been similar, not the same, similar each time. It was pretty similar between 2016 and 2020, honestly. It's just a percentage-wise, it will go down because the laws of supply and demand dictate that the longer Bitcoin runs, the less the gains will be. Now, that doesn't mean you won't have good gains. It just means they'll be less exponential than they were before, unless you got in at the absolute bottom. And most of you didn't. So let's not even worry about that. We have to take what we've got now, try to make as much as we can moving forward. Breaking all-time high right now is excellent. It needs to hold this level, continue to hold this level, and we are good to go. Where are we going next? Well, as you see in each previous cycle, it ran up to the next highest fib line. That's 2016. This is 2020. And here's currently the next highest fib cycle line is around $100,000. Note that it did not immediately go to that line. It had a bunch of chop here at the end of the year in 2016. It had some chop at the end of the year right here in 2020. But as you note in 2020, end of the year straight up to the next fib line. 2016 actually lagged behind a bit. Important to note that because if you notice, 2016 didn't break Sniper's Alley till really the next year. So if we were thinking about the terms of now, it would be in January or February coming up that all-time high started to even get tested. Interesting, huh? 2020 was actually ahead of 2016 mathematical wise. Once we had that shift down, it changed everything, kind of made it more equal. Here we are. It's my belief as we're going now, we might slow down around 83 to 85,000. Why do I say that? Well, that's the next short-term fib target for me, 83 to 85. Knowing that, that probably lines me out to around mid-December. I'm not sure about that yet, though, okay? I'm hopeful that this thing starts to push up toward 100,000 by the end of the year. I just don't think that's going to happen. I don't think we can maintain that much momentum. Possible. I just don't think we can maintain that much momentum. I'm hopeful, though. More like the end of more like tax time to me, but we'll see. End of the year would be that emoji. You know what I'm saying? That emoji. Hold on, my dog's trying to get under the desk. She's a foot layer, dude. She's got to lay on feet. Good girl. She's been super, super needy because I just got back home last night. Hadn't seen her in several days. Oh, she's been super clinger, dude. Stage 3 clinger. All right. That being said, let's go to the regular Bitcoin charts. You can see what I'm saying. It actually failed the 21 EMA and then closed back over the 21 EMA midday yesterday. You know, midday yesterday was kind of the peak of excitement. Then it died down and then it really shot up after that. All right. It's to note that on CME that never even happened. It just stayed above it the whole time. Tickled pink about that. Looking forward to the good price action here. I think 85,000 is the next important barrier. Beyond that, you're looking at 95 to 100. That's a tough barrier to break. 6 figures is tough. Why? Because it's a heavy psychological level. 6 figures means to a lot of people, the new people would come in and say, hey, it's finally 6 figures. I can jump in. To the people who are already in, they're going, damn, 6 figures? I should probably get some profits right there, which means sale. All right. That's why I say that next level will be important. And why do we talk about this? Why do we say this stuff to y'all? Straight up, be honest. I want everybody to win. I want everybody to win with us. I don't want this to be a situation where only the people I like get to win. No, man, I want everybody to win. I don't even want you to have to like me. You can be mad at me or not like me or disagree with me. It's fine. We can disagree. It doesn't mean we have to hate each other, and that doesn't mean we can't make as much money as possible. One thing you're not going to see me do is come on here and talk about a bunch of meme coins and make it out like I know that they're going to be great. You're not going to see me take any coins from any companies like that who want me to push their product. If I talk, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to ask for any of that. Nope. Not going to do that. So keep it real. Keep it real with yourself. Did Keith come on here and lie to you? Did Keith come on here and intentionally deceive you? Did Keith come on here and tell you a bill of goods that weren't true? Or did I just come on here and talk about charts and give my honest, objective answer? Did I sometimes give you some subjective with it? Well, yeah, everybody's got a little bit of subjective with their opinions, but I've tried to keep it mostly objective. For the next year, I'm going to do the same damn thing. You may not like it. It may not make you happy. You may not agree with it. It may not go with what you want, but that doesn't mean it isn't true. All right? That doesn't mean it isn't true. I may not like that meme coins make so much money, but that doesn't mean they don't do well. I may not like that people take backdoor deals and cut people's legs out from under them as soon as something comes out. But that's what they're going to do, and that's their money, and that's their deal. All right? It's just not going to be that way. I refuse to. I can make plenty of money the right way, the ethical way. And the ethical way is to tell you that I'm going to cut your legs off from underneath you, to tell you that I'm going to take profits and I'm going to use the chart. And if you can't get down with that, well, that's on you. You've got to remember that eventually you're going against me. Do you really want to do that? It's cool if you do. If you're in for the competition in the game, I'm cool. Let's do it. But it'd probably be easier if you worked with me, not against me. Fair enough? Fair enough. What's up, Zach? Good to see you, bro. What's up, Rug? Ronan says Keith's my favorite frenemy. That's exactly right, dude. It's fine. I need you to be my friend and I need you to be my enemy at the same time. That's how these markets work. It's one thing that I'll say this. That's something that the stock market's kind of figured out, right? Let me grab a drink and have a ramble. Something that the equities guys, the forex guys, the derivatives guys, the blue chip guys, what they figured out is I may not like the people that I work with, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to cut deals with them. Great example. I know a guy. I won't go into the details. It's all right. He's in our Discord. Some people don't like me talking about who they are, and I get that. Anyway, he had a company. It's a major tech firm, not U.S. based, but they do trade in the U.S. Major tech firm, knew they were going to be selling some stuff off. He knew they were going to be selling some stuff off. Tech firm called him, said, hey, we need to move this many shares, make it happen. Guy gets on the phone with his other trading buddies, his other brokers. He gets on the phone in the pit with them and starts trying to sell them this stuff. And they know good and damn well. What he's doing. He's getting rid of it because they told him to get rid of it, and they know he's selling shit. So if they're going to buy shit from him, they're going to buy shit that they can get and sell back for a profit again. So long as both of them are making money, that's all they care about. So he called her up. I won't say her name, but he gave it to me. Called her up and said, hey, I need to move this many shares. She says, why are you moving that shit pile? I need to know before I buy it. He says they're just doing some housekeeping. She called bullshit. I think he asked for $13 a share, and she said, I'll do 10. He said, absolutely not. She hung up on him. He called her back. She said, are you ready to be serious? I think he took 11.7 or something like that. Then she sold it for a profit after that, right? They don't even like each other. They're working against each other. They're in the same pitch, both trying to make the same money. But they still work together, even though they don't like each other. And that's what they've figured out that the crypto community has not figured out yet. They haven't figured out that you should be working together, not against each other. That's going to take time for the crypto market to mature and get ready and get right inside their own mind before they can break down that barrier and let their ego down a little bit and learn. I may not like Keith, but damn, we can make money together. I may not like him, but we can make money together. I may not like you, but we can make money together. I actually prefer when someone has a different opinion than my own. If you've got a different opinion than my own, well, let's talk about it and let's go through the pros and cons. Let's look at it objectively and subjectively and see which one we come to an answer with. Why not? Karima, what's up? She just moved on from her place too. I don't know where you're heading yet, but I wish you the best of luck. Holler at me to DMs. Tell me what's going on. Glimmer Range, 15 year. I rarely drink this. Age 15 years, and I got this bottle a couple years ago, so it's older than that now. I just don't drink it that much. It'll kick you square in the nuts. And since you don't have any, it's even worse. So I'm drinking that out of an XRP whiskey set that I got from Ripple Van Winkle. He sells them on his website. Cheers. I do have it chilled. I usually have cold balls. But I didn't remember to put it in the freezer, so I got cold cubes that are granite here. They go in the glass, keep your drink nice and cool, and then you just wash them and put them back in the freezer, and you keep doing that. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. That's exactly why World War II ended. Thank you, Rug. It's also exactly why we're in this mess with Russia that we're in with now. What's up, Jay Sosa? Time for coffee and a gummy, bro. That sounds amazing. Have pretty much been off coffee for months. I get it, dude. What's up, Darren? Good to see you, bro. All good. She said, thank you, and I will. All right. So let's look around a little bit, shall we? Total market cap. Why do we talk about total market cap? Well, that's a stupid question. It's got all the money. It's all the money, not just Bitcoin, not just Ethereum, but all the money. On the daily, what I want to point out first, jump over to the chart. Golden Cross incoming. Golden Cross on total market cap daily incoming. We saw this happening back in October last year through the new year and stuff. Golden Crosses started happening. You saw charts pop off. Up they'd go. What is a golden cross? Quite simply, a golden cross is when two moving averages, in particular, the 50-day and the 200-day, which are the yellow and the red lines, when they intersect, when they cross, that's considered a golden cross. But not only just cross, but cross upward. And as you see, that 50 moving average is about to cross upward through that 200 moving average. It's a golden cross. It's a very bullish signal in general. Not always, but in general. All right, typically we'll see price action pull back towards that golden cross during or right before the cross happens. Guess what we saw? That's exactly what total market cap did. It pulled back right before that golden cross, checks the golden cross, and then continues to go up. You can't ask for better price action than that. Now, cool story, another cool story is this 100-day moving average. You can see we're about to get that cross right here. These are moving average extensions that kind of show you predictive movements. This 100 moving average will also be crossing the 200-day moving average eventually. The sharper this move up, the sharper this dotted line will turn. We will see a bit of pullback when the 100 and the 200 cross, whenever that comes. That's around the $85,000 mark, I believe. That's why I also say the $85,000 level. We should see some sort of small pullback around that level. Then, once that cross happens, you get what we talked about right at the start of the stream. There are no more tits crosses left. When there's no more tits crosses left, she's free to rip. And if she's free to rip, how far will she go? Well, she's in price discovery. That's when we start looking at fib extensions, try to figure out exactly how much farther everything can get to. Here's your fib extensions. I didn't even pull these back to the grand total all-time high. I just pulled it back to the yearly all-time high from 2024, and that points me squarely to the $2.5 trillion level, which we hit earlier today. Beyond that, $3 trillion, which is the first set of fib extensions on the way up. That's 1272 and 1414, which are Fibonacci extensions on a breakout. We have a breakout now. We're about to get an all-time high. Once we get that all-time high, we get an even farther breakout. This is just the short term, all right? If I pull this back to the bigger fibs, you see it's actually higher numbers. It actually shows the 1.272 being around 3 trillion. And if I pull it down to the yearly high, the 1414 is around 3 trillion. I have confluence of 3 trillion. Since I have confluence of 3 trillion, that's the number that I'll be looking for. And I'm looking for that by May. By tax time, I think. If that's the case, and we do that by tax time, Bitcoin went all the way up to 100,000 or more because it's a large majority of the market. How do we know it's a large majority of the market? Why are we getting those numbers? Are we just making that up? Is that how we feel? Incorrect. It's not how we feel. It's the data. This is Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance shows us how much money from the market is in Bitcoin. We just saw it's 2.5 trillion total market cap right now. 2.4 and some change. 2.43. 60% of that is strictly Bitcoin. That is a dominant market for Bitcoin. And as you can see, the trend is still going up. It hasn't stopped. This next stopping point is the 71 fib. Remember earlier when I showed you this comparison and I said these three fibs were called the golden pocket? Those three fibs are right here on Bitcoin dominance. Just scrolled way out where it's nice and easy to see. We are right in the middle of them right now. Can we get to 71? It looks like almost a lock to me that this is going to get to 71. When will it do it? I think by the end of the year. Is there a possibility that it breaks the 71 fib? Yes. Where would it stop? If so, that would be 64%. The higher this goes, the higher the floor will be. Do you understand? And what I mean by that is the higher this goes, when this thing starts to retrace, the higher up it's going to stop. Very good for crypto, very good for Bitcoin, very good for our wallets. All right? When is alt season? Alt season is when this fails. When money starts to come out of Bitcoin and go into other stuff. Because right now, what's left in stable coins is getting dumped off into coins that they can think of to buy. Anyone can think of to buy. What should we get? What should we get? Cool. I get it. We haven't even seen the big new money come in yet. And that's indicative of looking at a total market cap chart. We still haven't broken all-time high. This is the same money just being recycled so far. Once we break all-time high, that's new money. That's not recycled gains anymore. That's enough new money to move the needle in the direction of, oh shit, breakout. Again, Bitcoin dominance is going to keep going up and keep ripping until it tops out. And again, 6 figures is a nice round number where I think Bitcoin dominance will start to teeter-totter a little bit. That doesn't mean Bitcoin won't keep going up. It just means more money will go to altcoins than before. Little by little, okay? It won't happen all at once. It'll happen in stages, piece by piece. We've seen this happen before. If you think, where am I going to get this data? Am I making this up? Oh, this sounds like bullshit. Keith's just saying whatever. No, this is objective data. It's not my guess or my hope. It's literally what's happening on the chart. No ifs, ands, or buts, no guessing needed. It's all hard data, bro.
Bruh.
If you can't understand that, I'm sorry. But it's the facts.
Come on, man.
Exactly. Come on, man. So look, he says, what's in the drink? Told you. Horse Trader, good to see you. Navan, good to see you, Andy. So can you stop at Gar? I know it's the easiest time. Oh, okay, I can stop at Gar. Very good. My question is looking at Sol and XRP, how well they move. Is the gain difference because the market cap's them? No. Solana actually has a higher market cap than XRP. XRP has moved none. Solana's about to break all-time high. It's all about the trend. Once the trend is up, it can continue to go up until it gets to an ungodly, gaudy number where people stop and say, hey, that's too much money. XRP lost that. Hasn't gotten it back yet. What do I think of Jasmine? We can look. Let's see. Jacob Anderson says, Professor Keith at lunchtime, different, but let's fucking go. Let's fucking go, dude. Let's go, dude. Sound effects on point. I got new ones too. That's the new one I got right there, the horn. That's probably pretty loud. My bad. Be all right though. So, moving along, how about good old Ethereum? Oh, this sucks. Good news. Ethereum continues to hold the line on trend here. Came close to failing on the weekly, but never did. Held the 200 weekly like a gangster. Now that it's held the 200 weekly, what next? Got to keep holding on here. We've tried breaking the 8 EMA and the 21 EMA on the weekly before and failed. It looks like it wants to push through now with everything else. This is what not a lot of people will tell you that I'm fixing to tell you. Ethereum has a CME gap. What is a CME gap? Well, we talked about the CME chart and how it's a little smoother earlier. CME gaps form because the market closes on Friday and opens on Sunday night. In case you didn't know that. The only two cryptos traded on the CME market are Bitcoin and Ethereum, and those charts stop over the weekends. If weekend price action gets crazy, there's a gap that forms in the chart, either up or down. These gaps close well over 80% of the time. As you see, I have it marked where the CME gap is. The price is currently under that gap, which tells me that it's highly likely that that gap closes. What is that gap number dollar-wise? Well, that's right about $3,000, right about $3,000 total, which is around the 50 fib, which is around the 68 fib on the weekly, and which is also near the weekly 50 moving average. So I have confluence of about 2,900 to 3,000. That looks like that's going to happen more short term than long term. If I flip it to daily, you'll see that the data kind of lines up with that. 200 moving average is up here around $3,000. You can see that the CME gap started right here and made a humongous gap, and it never quite closed it. Never even got close, really. That gap started all the way back at the top of that red box. That's why I have that red box where I have it. So you can see that gap and see where it's doing and how long it's taken to kind of move the needle here. Baby steps, but it's getting there. Baby steps. Getting there one step at a time, little by little. 100 moving average is in the way, $2,700. Gonna be a speed bump. Cool, no problem. It'll get through it, but it's gonna take time. All right. That tells me that this $3,000 level is probably the next pause point, and that might be where it ends up at the end of the year. We'll see. I really think 2025 will be the better year for Ethereum than this year. And that's based on the chart, not based on my opinion. There's still stuff in the way for now that it's got to kind of leapfrog before it can have a real strong move. Once it leapfrogs that stuff, things will get exponential. But I really don't think, oh, my head's itching. I really don't think it gets exponential till next year. We can analyze a little better as we go along. You know what I'm saying? Once we get closer to the barrier, we can decide whether we're going to jump or not. Make sense? Imagine running track. Ethereum dominance. Boy, this has been absolute hell. But I marked this spot right here on the chart, knowing good and well this may happen, and it happened. Ethereum dominance seems to have started bottoming out. Oversold, MACD way down, hit a 50 fib, even in linear mode it hit the golden pocket. Throwing a doji now, making a hammer candle, making a bit of a butterfly, dragonfly doji, which would mean reversal. Ethereum dominance looks like it's about had enough failing. Finally. Does that mean Ethereum beats Bitcoin? Well, let's look at that. These are all scenarios I've ran in my head or talked with people in the Discord about, trying to figure out what's going on. This is the kind of data analysis that we do every single day, all day, 24/7, 365, nonstop. WAP.com/team786. The link's right there. You get the first month free. First month's free. Why wouldn't you? What is there to lose? Exactly. So we're seeing a little bit of help here on the bottom, but not much. That one little candle doesn't really move the needle for me just yet. I don't have an 8 EMA cross or 21 EMA cross. None of that stuff. That's weekly. Now, daily looks like she wants to play some ball here and fight the 8, but still nothing to move the needle for me just yet. Trying, but not there. I marked this level for a couple of reasons. You can see that's previous support right there on the chart. That's just previous support from the last bull run. If I pull some fibs on this from some interesting spots, you'll see that we are currently in the golden pocket, kind of playing around. This is in linear mode. And if I put it in log mode, that's also Sniper's Alley. Again, I need to see a little bit more here. Prove it to me. And then we can talk about Ethereum having a move. For now, I think Bitcoin drags it by the hair and pulls it along like a gimp. Little baby steps for ETH. It's not quite time yet. I know that sucks for everybody. It had a better time last time, and it really outperformed Bitcoin. So everybody thought that was going to happen again, and forgot that Bitcoin's the king. I think it may be next month for Ethereum before we see any decent rebounds. Doesn't mean Ethereum won't make money. Just means it won't be killing it. It won't be killing it like everything else is. Next year's probably the year we see a lot of wild breakouts. All right. I remember a couple that y'all talked about. We got a couple more minutes here. We'll just talk about it. This is an impromptu stream, so I just wanted to sit and chop it up with everybody. Please tell me what y'all think in the chat. Go drop over in the chat right here. Let me know what you think. Chat is right below me. I'll read it live. Tell me what you think, what's going to happen, what ain't going to happen. And we'll go from there. I want to know what everybody thinks. Forget what I think for a minute. Tell me what the people think. Tell me what the streets think. So Jasmine's sitting on the 382 fib. Don't hate it. Fighting the weekly 50 moving average. Got some work to do. I do like the aggressive bounce, but it's still under the 50 and the 100. A close above those would be much, much safer. I do like that it's trying to fight back. I think it probably bottomed out, but I don't necessarily know if it's time to go running and buying any. From me, it's probably some stuff that looks a little better. Yeah, this one hasn't broken out yet. You see that? Hasn't broken out quite yet. It's close, but more work to do to break out. That doesn't mean it won't make gains. Again, it'll probably do well. One step at a time. What's up, Josh Udall? Remember what we talked about? You said you thought it'd be close, and I said I thought it'd be a blowout. The money never lies, bro. The money never lies. People put their money on stuff, and it means more, in my opinion. Let's see. How about Bitcoin dominance in the last cycle compared to current? All right. Showed that a bunch before. I should still have the fibs pulled on this as well. There we go. Bitcoin dominance. Yep. I still got them. So this is Bitcoin dominance, the exact same time that we're in last year. You'll note that November was down here, and we made a big sharp move up in December, right? And it ran through the 618, through the 68 fib, through the 71 fib, and then stopped. As it broke through the 71, it actually just wicked and came back. That's why I have it written the way I have it written right here. 68, 71 upward, just like 2020. One could say that we're a little ahead of that. Does that mean it won't go higher? Again, I'm kind of stuck wondering myself. Bitcoin's still the king until it fails. Then we can talk about everything else. But as far as 2020 goes, it's pretty darn similar. And while we had way less price action back in the day here back in 2016, you had a similar move though, where it ran up until the end of the year before it really fell off and gave alts a run. It didn't break any new highs either. It's never broken a new high. It's always made lower highs on dominance, and I expect it to make another lower high this time, honestly. Overall lower high. And that would be the signal for me that it's doing exactly what I thought it would do. What's up, Soto? Good to see you, bro. Bullish on AVAX? Absolutely, we're bullish on AVAX. Post about it all the time over in the Discord. AVAX actually has its own section over in the Discord. This chart's all cut up. Let me find a cleaner one. There we go. Big bullish wedge breakout. Fighting the 382, but hasn't quite captured it just yet. Bouncing off the 100 weekly. Stuck under the 821. 50 moving average above it. Kind of pinning it down at around 33 to 35 bucks. That's the next level to break, in my opinion. 33 to 35. I think we can do that. I think... I say that it can do that because Bitcoin will pull the market with it one step at a time. End of the year, tough. I think that 33 to 35 level is the end of the year. We'll see. Next year's probably much, much better for AVAX. We'll see, but I think next year will be much better. I think in general, altcoins will do much better next year, but I'm very bullish on AVAX. Yes, I have a very large position in AVAX. What's my view on Link? All right, let's pull that up. I'll do USDT to find a nice clean chart. Okay, let me read the rest of these comments first. Thank you, Soto. I'm way behind the Discord. Have you changed your profit dumps? I haven't had any profit dumps because I haven't had a whole bunch of profits to take. Still the same, though. The streets think she knows. She knows. That's right, Jimmy. Up from here, Trump bullish, Gary out, reduced, cycle repeating. Yep. Can you go into what's helping you decide if you sell half your Doge or not? Just the massive amount of money it's making at one time. Taking money from it and sending it somewhere else and then rebuying Doge when it retraces. Trying to absolutely scrape every bit of money I can out of it. Don't have to do that. Just talked about it. It was all. I like getting profits. It's nice to have profits when you haven't had any. We aren't out of the woods yet. More volatility ahead. Trump sentence in here. That's not going to happen. You can forget that. Every day's a magic day. The GIMP ain't out of the box yet. 2025 for ETH. I agree. Hoping for a nice staircase up and not a big banana. I would also agree. That's all good stuff, everybody. Keep going. Tell me some more. Keep going. For all you guys who are watching and not talking, you jump in the comments and say something. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. Tell me. If I'm wrong, I want to hear it. I want to hear what you guys think. We don't have to agree, but we can talk about it. I need to hear more talk. Everybody needs to be vocal. You can't sit behind in the shadows and be the silent majority when it comes to investing. You can try, but you can't. All right? You're never going to get farther ahead than everybody else. You're always going to be stuck in the middle, wishing and wanting, right? Got to get ahead. Got to make a move, all right? We can sit in our box for a while. Sure, that's fine, but eventually we got to break out and do something. All right, Chainlink. So disregard that one wick. Everything else lines up. All right, so 50 fib at 13 bucks. Currently, we're sitting at another very key level at about 12 bucks where there's a lot of resistance. I got to break this resistance level. If we can break this resistance level, then we're looking at 15, where the weekly 50 and weekly 200 moving average both are. That being said, once that breaks, that lines me up with, excuse me, that lines me up with 20 again. Take a run at 20. That's the golden pocket. Break the golden pocket. Let me move this to the right a bit more here. We'll pull the fib on this little short-term move over here. See where it tops out at. If we do not have a breakout, then we're looking at 30 to 35 bucks. If we do have a breakout, then we're looking at 88 bucks to 100 bucks, which I guess is possible. We'll see. That's going to probably be next year, though. ETH is showing some power here, but it's done this before where it played games and went sideways for a while. Needs something aggressive here. If it doesn't get to doing it soon, it's bothering me, and I'll put the money somewhere else. I have a lot of money in Link as well. I'd rather put the money somewhere else if it's going to do something better. You know what I mean? Ray is looking good. Yeah, Ray has been crazy. Let's pull up a clean one. Not Razzie. Ray. All right, KuCoin. It still doesn't look good. Screw it. Let's use the other one. I got a lot of stuff drawn on this one. Sorry. Bear with me. So, we'll go short term first. Here's the weekly. I've got this short term fib set pulled right here. From the top right here to the bottom. And I use that trend line right through there, which lines out with the end of the year, like a lot of other stuff does. That's that confluence at the end of the year that I'm kind of trying to use in my favor. 1272, 1414, 1618. We are currently hitting the 1414 fib. That 144 also lines up with the 0.71 weekly that lines out at the end of the year next year. So I have confluence at this level that this might be a stopping point. That being said, I haven't sold any yet. I'm way up on this one. You see my average prices right there, but that's only because I added more later. My original buy lines were down at $1. So I'm killing it on this one. If and when it breaks out and keeps going, which I do expect it to do by the end of next year, my Bob's and Vagine level, show Bob's and Vagine, is up here around 5 to 10. And I think that's probably a lock. Probably a lock to get up to $5 to $10. Call it $10 is a lot. Call it $9 is a lock. Bob's and Vagine is $9. If it shows me Bob's and Vagine, I'll probably take a little profits. I'm hopeful that it breaks out. That's not a guarantee. Someone asked for Brett. I just remember this, and I've seen it. Scrolling through. Weekly. Es no bueno. Weekly. Let's see if I can find a better one. Yeah. These are perps, but that's okay. So Brett's been rolling back for a bit. This lines out with March. So I like 15 to 17 cent, which is about 80% up from here. Not bad. A lot of stuff in the way still on this one. It's hitting the moving averages now. It's hitting the cloud now. It's trying to break through. Got to get above 0.09. Call it 10 cent. Once you get above 10 cent, you've broke a lot of resistance and you're more free to move. I do think it'll get up to the 15 to 17 range, probably fairly easily, and most likely go ahead toward the 40 cent range in time. Maybe not immediately, but in time it will. Good money to be made there on Brett. 8 to 40 is 5x. That's pretty good. Blur. These are wonderful times, everybody. I hope everyone is as joyous as I am right now, dude. I got a good buzz on. I'm living my best life over here. I'm so much less stressed out right now, dude. You fucking guys have no idea, dude. Blur. So been sharing this one in the Discord a little bit, the Keith's Charts shared section in Discord, and then I forward all the messages over to the main chat so everyone can see them. It's still fighting the moving averages and the 382, but I like the recovery. More work to do. I'll be really tickled when we get over the 200 moving average, which we haven't done, since April. Once we get over that 200, that'll make me very happy. Baby steps, because we ain't there yet, but we ain't far from getting there either. All right. I like that it's fighting the 8. I like that it bounced over the 100 moving average. I think there's good gains here a little bit later. I like at least 50 to 60 cents here. That's a good 2 to 3x. And likely we break out above that and head to the $3 level by the end of the next year. We'll see, one step at a time. We can measure all that out as we go. We'll try to compare it to some other stuff too if we can, and see a few things. Last couple ones here. Them drones, as my cousin said. Velodrome looks like it wants to break out, as I was reminded of in the Discord. It's hitting the weekly high from last week as well. Got to break out. It's close. 50 moving average and 200 moving average are right here, so it's probably going to hit a little bit of headwind and have to slow down and think about it. Good news is it's pushing. Aerodrome. I sold all this shit and put it in Link, and Link ain't doing nothing. That's why you don't sell everything. But that's okay. I never expected to hit on Aerodrome, and I did. I'm happy it's still going for everybody else, though, right? Seriously. It ain't like I took my money out and hit it. I just put it in somewhere else. I still have my Velodrome position, which I think in time will do more X's than Aerodrome. I just have to wait on it. Aerodrome has way more money in it than Velodrome has. Little baby steps. I like $1.60 to $2 here for Aerodrome. Hell of a run. Hell of a run. And it might go all the way to the end of the year like this. I like it. And one more for the road. Demetra. Big fall off the last few days, but it only took 2 days for it to recover almost all those losses. Hitting the 50 fib weekly now that I want to see everything close above. Looking at the weekly outlook right here, I've got a Gann grid drawn for you. And this Gann grid just kind of shows me what's coming up for the future here. That line is again near the end of the year when things should either slow down or change. And I like February for a take profit level on Demetra wherever it may happen to land. Stay above this 50 fib on the weekly, and we can head back up there toward 22 cents again and challenge getting back some of those losses that we took on some of those extra gains we made. Plenty more gains after that. You can see how much money I stand to make if the price goes up to these levels, which I think is possible for Demetra to do. I'll make 20,000 and 67,000 if we hit those levels. Fingers crossed, right? I got my fingers crossed. So anybody else got anything else they want to talk about? Oh, let me resituate. I sat in the plane so long yesterday, man. My butt started to hurt and I stopped. Like my butt bone, man. When I was sitting, if you ever sit in a plane and felt that, I didn't have that fancy little cushion. And sit on my ass too long, dude. Let's see. Good times, brother. Hell yeah. Keith, is this being recorded? Can't take notes fast enough and want to relook at the charts. Every single live stream immediately goes permanently posted on the YouTube channel as soon as I turn the live stream off. It processes it in HD and takes like 45 minutes to process it into HD. And then it's the very last video on the channel. All you got to do is click on the channel, pull up the link, and you'll see us there. Long-term target for SHIB. I posted this in the Discord in that SHIB channel. You just got to scroll up a little bit. But I think if we break all-time high, I'd like to see 786, 886 go to 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros and a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros and a 5. That's my first target. And a long-term target, if it goes past that and breaks out, is up at around 3 zeros and a 2-ish. But baby steps on that, right? That's a long way out. And SHIB is pretty wild. Hey, what's up, King of Light? How you doing, brother? Drink on the plane? No. I don't like to drink on the plane because I get motion sickness, and that makes it worse. It makes it so much worse. I hate being on planes to begin with. It's not my thing. Humans aren't supposed to fly. We don't have wings. We fall with style. Beetlejuice. Oh, I ain't saying that 3 times, dude. You and I both suffer from geezer butt. 100%, dude. Drink off, I know. Let's see what else we got. Pendle. What would you say take profit weekly is it would look like? Pendle. Everybody go tell your people about this stream. Go tell your people about the channel. Tell them to come over and hang out and watch. Tell them what you saw, what you think. Tell them you think I am or am not full of crap. Tell them what's up. If they don't want to watch, that's fine, but at least you sent them in the right direction. The more people who see this stream, the more people who, more people who make money, the more people who get the reality check that they so desperately need. That doesn't happen enough. I like $10 to $17. We'll see on Pendle because it's been straight up as an arrow, and it's making a bit of an inverse head and shoulders now. So 10 to 17 would be my take profit levels, and you'd have to choose what you want to do on that. But that's somewhere around there where I would be looking to. Somewhere around there where I'd be looking to maybe make a move or make a statement on what I want to stop at or what I do or don't want to buy. Hell of an election we had, wasn't it?
Bloody fuck you, bloody!
Pinky's up on that one. I stayed up till probably 4:30 watching. I wanted to see him call it. I really didn't think that would happen. I thought it would be a blowout in the other way. I just did. Yeah, didn't work out that way. But the charts kind of showed us before that, didn't they? That's the beauty of this. We were able to see the chart start to go up literally as soon as all that started. Bam, 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 and everything turned green. And we knew, didn't we? The really interesting thing was to watch Polymarket and Kalashi or whatever it is, Koshli, whatever it is. Those were up at 90% at one point. 90% leaning the other way. And I was like, yo, the money says this is what's happening. If that's not a rule that we should be following, then there is no rule. Follow the money. Where's the money going? And if the money's going one way, why is that? Are they all just being crypto bros? Boy, we proved that shit wrong, didn't they? They proved that shit wrong. It wasn't just crypto bros. All right, it wasn't. So, what now? All right, what now? I haven't heard too much more in the way of blockchain. I haven't heard too much more in the way of what we're going to do, this, that, and the other. My ideal scenario, they make Bitcoin a currency. They make it non-taxable. They make it no capital gains. They make it fully legal, and they take away all the litigation against them. That's the ideal scenario for me. I don't think that happens, but that's ideal. If that happens, we could have that blow off top, but I don't think that's the case. One step at a time, okay? I don't want to get on the hopium can. I don't want to do it. So streaming at this time of day is cool for me on Ireland. We do this in the Discord at 2 o'clock also. Normally in the Discord. But again, this is just a special stream because we're cracking all-time high and we're hanging out up here. And it doesn't seem to want to give up, which is excellent. What's up, XRP Orlando? It is crazy times, isn't it, dude? Good to see you back in the room, bro. Hey, what's up? Thank you. Gone for a few days. I take the woman every year. I try to take her on a trip for Christmas or around Christmas time. That's what she likes. She likes to travel. And as a provider to protect her, it's my job to provide her with experiences she's never had before. And if she has had those experiences and she likes them, it's my job to be able to provide those again. So far, I've been able to do that. She really likes Cozumel. I really like Cozumel. So I've taken her back there twice now. It's beautiful. I like the people. We like the place. It's really nice. I don't think I'm going to buy there. I think I'm going to buy elsewhere. But nonetheless, of course, that happened right as elections were happening. So I couldn't stream while the election was happening. If I had been back in time, I might have done it. But honestly, I enjoyed the hell out of my trip. It was beautiful there, and I didn't want to come home. But until I got home, we hit my bed. I was like, oh, thank God. Because my bed is nothing like all those other crappy beds. That's all there is to it. Hope you take more trips. Market does good when you're away. Absolutely. No tax on crypto. Crypto would be beautiful. Yeah. So that's been about an hour. We went over an hour, actually. I didn't think we'd have this many people on. Listen, we'll continue to do more time if more people show up. Take this stream and share it everywhere with everyone you know. Put it on your Facebook, put it on your TikTok, Instagram, put it on your X, put it in Discords everywhere. Put it everywhere. Every Discord you go to, share it around, all right? Go on Elon Musk's things on X and post this stream of what we did here. Post it on everyone's account. Let everyone see it. Let everyone come and find out what we do. Let everyone come hear the word of charts and technical analysis and data-driven answers instead of subjectivity that can often lead us down the wrong road. From me to you, thank you for being with me on this journey. We are finally here. We waited so long. We're finally here. Let's make the best of it, everybody. Let's make the best of it. Dig deep. Find time. Find time to do this. You can do it. You can. Find that time and you'll find those gains. Do not quit. Do not give up. Fuck everyone who tells you you can't do it. go after this and attack it like you would anything else you really, 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 really want to succeed at. All right? Could have been anywhere in the world. You chose to be here with me. I appreciate that so very much. Make the best of your todays, the worst of your tomorrows. And as always, if no one else told you they loved you today, let Keith tell you Keith loves you. I'll see y'all on the next stream tomorrow night, 11 p.m. like normal, Crypto After Dark like we always do. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all be good. I'll see you on the next stream. Sky's the limit. Peace.